It's also a good idea to do big ears one side at a time. First, do one side, then the other. While big ears is a very simple and safe technique for losing altitude, students can make mistakes that make it dangerous. The first and most common mistake is pulling the central riser instead of the one that goes to the stabilizer, causing a frontal collapse. To avoid this, simply check carefully which riser or line you're pulling and make sure it's the correct one. Here, we can see a frontal collapse caused by pulling the central riser. The second common mistake is pulling the stabilizer line, but not from the A riser, instead from the B riser. This mistake used to be frequent with older paragliders that had only one riser. What happens is the line going most directly to the stabilizer is the B line, which is often a different color. This B line is for fixing small tangles when the wing gets twisted up in the lines. You can pull the B line to untangle it. So, some students mistakenly pulled this line, thinking it would make big ears. While pulling the B line going to the stabilizer doesn't cause a collapse or loss of control, it's ineffective because it doesn't create big ears. It just pulls the stabilizer without causing a collapse. So, it's completely inefficient for losing altitude. The most dangerous mistake when attempting big ears is pulling the last riser instead of the A riser, meaning pulling the C or D risers instead of the A for big ears. What happens? When a student confuses the risers and pulls the rear ones, they'll feel that the big ears aren't happening. If they get nervous and pull harder, the paraglider will enter a full stall. This will be a violent full stall because it's done with the risers instead of the brakes. To avoid this dangerous mistake, always check that you're pulling the correct riser. Also, if you're trying to make big ears and they're not happening, check again which riser you're pulling instead of forcing the technique and pulling harder without being sure.